Okay, sir, your chance. You can have. Sir, you can start the. Now try again.
Okay, sir. Computer evolution. When was the word computer first used? The computer was first used in 1613 in the book The Young Man's Claims by Richard Braithwaite and originally described a human who performed calculation or computation. The definition of a computer remained the same until the end of the 9th century when the industrial revolution gave rise to a mechanical machine whose primary purpose was calculating. First mechanical computer, automatic compute engine concept. In 1822, Charles Babbage conceptualized and began developing the difference engine, which which is considered the first automatic computing machine that could approximate polynomials. The difference engine was capable of computing several sets of numbers and making hard copies of the results. Babbage received some help with the development of the difference engine from Ada Lovelace, considered to the first computer programmer for her work uniformly because of founding. Babbage was never able to complete a full-scale functional version of this machine. In June 1991, the London Science Museum completed the difference engine note 2 for the bicentennial year of Babbage's birthday and later completed the printing mechanism in 2000. First general purpose computer. In 1837, Charles Babbage proposed the first general mechanical computer, the analytical engine. The analytical engine contained an ALU, arithmetic and logical unit, basics follow, control, bunch cards, inspired by the Squad, Bloom, and integrated memory. It is the first general purpose computer concept that could be used for many things and not only the particle computation. Unfortunately, because of founding issues, this computer was also never will Charles was alive in 1910. Henry Babbage, Charles Babbage's youngest son, was able complete the rotation of his machine and perform basic calculations. The first mechanic to record and store information. In 1890, Herman Holtian developed a method for machines to record and store information on punch cards for the US Census. Polaris machine was approximately 10 times faster than manual tabulation saved the conscious office millions of dollars. Would later from the company we know today as IBM. First programmable computer. The C1 was created by German Konrad Zuse in his partner Aaron's living room between 1936 and 1938. It is considered to be the first electronical binary programmable computer and the first functional modern computer. First concept of what we consider a modern computer, the Turing machine was first proposed by Alan Turing in 1936 and became the foundation of theories about computing and computers. The machine was a device that printed symbols on paper tape in a manner that emulated a person following a series of logical instructions. Without these fundamentals, we would not have the computers we use today. The first electric programmable computer. The Colossus was the first electric programmable computer developed by Tommy Flowers and was first demonstrated in December 1943. The Colossus was created to help the British code breakers read encrypted German messages. The first digital short for Atoms of Prairie Computer, the ABC began development by Professor John Vincent Attensoft and graduated student Cliff Berry in 1937. Its development continued until 1942 at the Iowa State College, now Iowa State University. The ABC was an electric computer that used more than 300 vacuum tubes for digital computation, including binary math and Boolean logic, and had no CPU, was not programmable. On October 19, 1973 year, painted by Presper Pickett and John McHugh, Lee was involved in the decision. Larson named Atenso the sole inventor. The ENIAC was Pennsylvania and began construction in 1943 and was not completed until 1946. It occupied about 1,080 square feet and used about 8,000 vacuum tubes weighing almost 50 tons. Although Jude later ruled The ABC computer was the first digital computer. Many still consider the ENIAC be the first digital computer because it was fully functional. The first stored programmable computer. The first computer to electrically store and execute a program was the SSEM, small scale experimental machine, also known as the baby or machine. Master Baby. In 1948, it was designed by Frederick Wilhelm and built by his protege Tom Kilburn with the assistance of Jeffers Tudor at the University of Manchester, England. Kilburn wrote the first electronical stored programmable which finds the highest proper facts of an integer using repeated subtraction rather than division. Kilbration's program was executed on June 2021, 1848. The second stored programmable computer was also British. The EDSAC built and designed by Mayuri Price Wilkes at the University of Cambridge Mathematical Laboratorium in England. The EDSAC performed its first calculation on May 6, 1949. It was also the first computer to run a graphical computing game OXO and implementation of dice test to displayed on a 6-inch cathode grid. Thank you, sir.
The next chance goes to Enuki. Enuki, you can start with that.
Hi everybody. Today I like to talk about will humans ever be immortal? If human going to die? This isn't the most comforting thought, but the death is the inevitable price we must pay of the being alive. Humans are, however, getting better at the pushing back our exploitation days as our medicine and technologies advance. If the human lifespan continued to stretch, could we one day become immortal? The answer depends on the what you think it's mean to do be a immortal human. I don't think when the people are ever asking about the immortality, they really mean true immortal, unless they believe in something slow, like a slow. Susan Scudder, a puzzler and the founding director of the Center of the Future Mind at the Colorado Antarctic University, told Live Science. If some of us say to upgrade their brain and body to live to a really long time, they would still not be able to live beyond the end of the universe. She said. Scientists accept the universe will end, which put immediate depth on the mystery about the potential of the human immortality. Some scientists have scolded about the swirling the death of the universe, as the science journalist John Horgan reported for the Scientific America. But it's unlikely that any human alive today will experience the universe limits anyway. Okay, next I'd like to talk about what happens when you die. Many humans grow old and die. To live indefinitely, we would need to stop the body from the again. A group of the animals may have already solved this problem, so it isn't as far-fetched as it sounds. Hydra are small, jellyfish-like invertebrates with a remarkable approach to again. They are largely made up of the stem cells that the continually divide to make new cells as their older cells are discarded. The constrained influx of the new cells allow Hydra to interlink themselves and stay forever young. Thus, science precisely reported. They don't seem to age, so potentially they are immortal. Daniel Martins, a biology professor at the Panorama College in the Clementon, California, who discovered the Hydra lack of the again, told Life Science. Hydra show the animals do not have to grow old, but that doesn't mean humans would neglect their interacting habits at zero point 0.4 inch, 10 millimeters long, Hydra is small and don't have organs. It's impossible for us because our bodies are super complex, he said. Humans have stem cells that can repair and even regrow parts of the body, such as in the liver. But the human body is not made almost entirely of these cells, like a Hydra. That's because humans need cells to do things other than just divide and then make new cells. For example, our red blood cells transport oxygen around the body. We make cells committee of the function, and it's doing that. They have to lose the abilities to divide. Martin said, as the cells age, so do we. We can't simply discard our old cells like Hydra do because we need them. For example, the neurons in the brain transmit information. We don't want those to be replaced because otherwise we won't remember anything. Hydra could inspire research that allow humans to live healthier lives. For example, by finding ways for our cells of the function better as they are age, according to the Martins scientists. However, his gut feeling is that humans will never achieve such biological immortality. So Martins personally don't want to live forever. He thinks humans are already capable from the form of the immortality. I always say I think we are immortal. He said. Photos to make other immortal because they are stealing with us after so many years and they stealing influence us. And so I think that people should hold their legends, he said. The oldest living human on the record is a genetic claimant of the France who died at the age of the 122 in 1997 according to Genius World Records. In the 2021 study published in the journal Natural Communications, researchers reported that the humans may be able to live up a maximum of the between 120 and 150 years. After which, the researchers anticipate a complete loss of the reliance, the body's ability to recover from the living things like illness or injury. To live below this limit, humans would need to stop cells from the again and the present disease. Next, I'd like to talk about What's the oldest living thing alive today? Humans may be able to living beyond their biological limit with the future technological advancement involving nanotechnology. This is the manipulation of the materials on a nanoscale less than the 100 nanometers, 1 billionth of the meter, or 400 billions of an inch. Machines this small could travel in the blood and possibly prevents again by the repairing the damage cells experience over time. Nanotech could also cure serious disease, including some type of the cancer, by removing cancerous cells from the body, according to the University of the Melbourne in Australia. Preventing the human body from again still isn't enough to achieve immortality. Just as the Hydra, even thought Hydra don't show sign of the again, the creatures of the still day. They are eaten by the predators such as fish and the pressure of if their environment changes too much, such as if they are palm trees in winter. And humans don't have many predators to contain with, but we are prone of the fatal accidents and vulnerable to extreme environmental events such as those inflated by a climate change. We'll need the study wells than our country bodies to ensure our survival long into the future. Technology may be provide the solution of this too. Okay, next let's talk about long life technology. As technology advance, further studies anticipate two different milestones. The first is the singularity, in the which we will design artificial intelligence smart enough to redesign itself, and it will get precisely smarter until it is the vastly super to our own intelligence. Life Science recently reported. The second milestone is the visual immortality, where we will be able to scan our brain and transfer ourselves to a non-biological medium like a computer. Researchers have already mapped the natural connection of the roundworm as a part of so-called the open worm project. That's then the simulated the round worm's brain in the software reflecting the natural connections, and they programmed the software to the direct a logo robot. According to the Simulson magazine, the robot then appeared to start behaving like a round worm. Scientists aren't close the measure the connection between the 86 billion neurons of the human brain. Around worms have only 302 neurons, but advancing in artificial intelligence may help us get there. Once the human mind in a computer and can be uploaded to the internet, we won't have to worry about the human body pressurely. Moving the human mind out of the body would be a scientific step on the road to immortality, but according to the scientists, they sketch. I don't think they will achieve immortality of the, and the because I think you we create a digital double. They are saying. Who is the Spurgeon, who is also the author of the Artificial Intelligence and the Future of the Mind View, described a thought experiment in the which the brain either does or doesn't serve the upload process. If the brain doesn't serve, then the digital copy can't be us as you're still alive. Considerably, the digital copy also can't be you if your brain doesn't serve the upload process, because it wouldn't be if your did the copy can only be your digital double. Okay, next let's talk about what is the consciousness. According to the scientists, a better route to the extreme longest tube while also preserving the person would be thought biological experiment completable with the survival of the human brain. Another more conservative route would be thought the brain chips. There's been a lot of talk about the gradually replacing part of the brain with the chips. So eventually, one became like an artificial intelligence. In other words, slowly transmutating into the cyber, and the thinking in the chip rather than neurons. But if the human brain is immediately connected to you, then replacing it could mean substitute. The human body appear to the many have an expiration date, regardless of how it is upgraded or uploaded. Whether humans are still human without their bodies in an open question. Then this is my end of my speech. Then thank you all of you for your attention. Then thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity.
Okay, right, that's excellent. I appreciate. And next chance goes to Chamatna today. Enuki, for your grade, for your age, is excellent. Huh? Real nice, appreciable. And Chamatna, your chance today.
Good evening, everybody. Today, I'd like to talk about the waste management. Management is a very important matter in today's society. Due to the rapid and the continuous increase of the population, the amount of waste generating is increasing day by day. Moreover, the amount of waste is affecting to the living. So, for instance, the people who are living in the slums are very near to the waste disposal region. Therefore, they are prone to numerous types of diseases, hence pushing their life into a threat. In order to retain a healthy life, and proper hygiene and sanitizations are very necessary. Therefore, it is only possible with the proper management of the waste. First one is the importance. Waste management is the management of unwanted garbage by the disposing and recycling them. Moreover, the waste management needs the proper method, keeping in the mind the environmental conditions in our surroundings. For instance, there are several methods and techniques through which waste can be disposed of. Some of the some of these methods are landfills, recycling, composting, and many other techniques. Furthermore, these methods are greatly useful in the process of disposing of the waste without causing any harm to the environment and the surrounding. These are some methods of waste management of waste. First one is recycle. Above all, the most essential method for management of the waste is the recycling of the waste. This method doesn't need any type of resources and utilizes the waste materials as well. Therefore, this is the one most useful management of the waste as compared to the numerous and other techniques. The process of recycling is the refusing of waste and useless materials. Moreover, the recycling is the further converting waste into the different type of useful resources as suitable. Second one is landfills. Landfills are the most common method for management of waste. The trash gets substrated in the huge pits and the ground and then is covered by the layer of the mud. As the result, the garbage decomposes under the pits of the earth. Third one is compost. Compost is the process of converting organic waste into the fertilizers. This technique increases the fertilizers into the soil. As a result, it is a very helpful in the increasing the growth of plants. Furthermore, it is a useful conservation of the waste management that is the benefit the environment in a huge way. Now I'm going to talk about the advantage of the management of waste. Decrease the bad smell. Waste of our garbage or products lot of bad smell. The bad odor that comes from the waste and garbage is very harmful to the environment. Moreover, bad odor is the responsible for various types of diseases in children. As the result, it affects their growth and the kids grow slower than usual. So waste management exclude all these problems in the effective way. Second one is reduce pollution. Waste is the one of the major case of environmental degradations. For instance, the waste of the industries and household pollutes the river and the lakes. Therefore, the waste Therefore, the waste management is the essential for life and decrease in the pollution, so that the environment may not get adulterated with the bad elements. Furthermore, it upturns the hygiene of the city or a town through which the people get better environment to live. Third one is generate the employment. The waste management system needs so many workers to successfully manage the waste. These workers have various jobs to do. Job started from the collecting to the depositing of the waste and the garbage. Therefore, it generates opportunities for the people that they are jobless and the unemployment. In my conclusion, finally we all know that the waste management and why do we need it. So we should always throw the waste in the way that the waste management people can get it handled and the recycle. There are many ways by which we can cooperate with this waste management process. The management of waste is very important to develop a green and clean society in the world. Thank you for your attention.
Excellent and really nice. And next chance goes to Dilmi Sneha.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everybody. Today I like to talk about the country I would like to visit. I have heard and read a lot of about the beautiful countries in the world. However, the country I would like to visit is the Great Britain. My choice is based on the following reasons. Firstly, I have been interested in the country since school years, as English was one of the subjects I study at school. The pictures of the old building in textbooks have inspired me, and visiting this country have become somewhat a dream for me. Most of all, I like to visit London and its site. Among them, there are Westminster Abbey, the Houses of Parliament, Buckingham Palace, Staple Cathedral, London Bridge, and Tower of the London. London is situated on River Thames. I would like to visit all the famous museums of London as well, especially British Museum. We can see many Sri Lankan historical things even we can't find in the Sri Lanka. I would see many historical heritage gathering from all over the world there. Moreover, London has a good public transportation system, underground and trouble direct buses. I could go any places where the convenient underground and do things by bus. Another reason my preference is that I would like to have deeper knowledge about this historical and the culture of England, and the English peoples become a really like the country. Besides, I would uh, certainly visit towards all the universities, Cambridge and Oxford. In conclusion, it might be said, thought there are not instant beach in London. Anyway, I will choose the visit it, and I would like to comment of my dream. Traveling is a big country. I would like a really very interesting. I should there are welcome any operating to visit this country. Thank you.
Okay, Buddha, excellent. And next chance goes to, according to messages, Gairika. The Gairika can start.
It's important of trees. Trees are one of the most important things in the world. They give us shade. When we are going somewhere in the sun, when we are there, we sit under a tree to rest. We choose a tree because it is shady. Trees give us food. We take fruit, vegetables, grains, and green leaves from trees. We also eat roots like carrot seed, potatoes, major, and beetroot. Trees give us wood, make houses, buildings, and furnitures. The most important thing is that they give us oxygen to breathe. Trees make us our earth clean the beautiful. We must not cut trees. It takes only a few minutes to cut a trees, build it takes years to grow. Thank you, sir.
Akyuta, excellent. And next chance goes to Randi. Randi, can start that?
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Today I would like to talk about the importance of reading. Reading enhances our life in several ways. First one is exercising your mind. One of the advantages of reading is that it engages various parts of your brain. When you read, you exercise your comprehension abilities and your analytical abilities. It fires up your imagination and stimulates the memory centers of your mind. It helps recall information as well as stabilize your emotions. The importance of a reading habit is that it strengthens mental muscles. Reading is one of the best mental workouts there is. It is being found that regular mental stimulation can slow down and possibly even prevent diseases like Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Reading keeps the mind agile and young. Second one is the role of reading skills in communication. Swedish American writer Franz Johnson, in his book The Medical Effect, explains how creativity is in intersectional. Ideas born in one medium and industry can be used as inspiration of others. Reading and writing work in similar ways. Reading improves your writing style and flow. Writers learn a perfect their craft by talk inspiration for other writers. It is impossible to be a good writer if you do not read. Acclaimed author Stephen King is said to carry a book with him wherever he goes. He even reads while eating. Another vital role of reading skill in communication is perfecting your oratory skills. Reading teaches you new words and perspectives. It helps strengthen language and sharpens sentence structure. It gives you a better command over the language. All of these are critical to being a good speaker. Third one is finding yourself. Books works as portals to never worlds. They have the potential to broaden your perspective, shape your attitude towards others and life, and open you up to new ways of thinking about everyday life. One of the several advantages of reading is that it helps shape your identity. When you read, you decide who you want to become. You borrow bits for fictional characters you hold dear. For example, reading Sherlock Holmes can inspire you to become a detective or simply become more observant and analytical. Fourth one is become a well-read individual. Well-read individuals are held in awe. The words well-read are often used to denote a learned individual full of wisdom. Before the internet, books were the only sources of information and knowledge. Books contain the collective wisdom of our times. The more you read, the more you will learn about the world and the people in it. One of the great benefits of reading is that it helps you evolve your understanding of the world. Fifth one and last one is keeping calm and entertained. Books can be a perfect escape for reality. reality, reality. They can cheer you up when you are down, motivate you when you are sad, and even keep you company when everybody else is busy. One of the benefits of reading is that it relaxes your mind and body. You recharge your energy levels much fast when you read. Reading is the best way to end the day on a calm note. It may even help you fall asleep much fast. Now I'm finished and thank you very much everyone.
That was excellent. Very nice. Possible. And next chance goes to Pasan. Are you ready, Pasan? You can start then. Pasan. Okay, what about the others? Who is ready? Who else? Ramdi. Who else is ready? What about Semju and Hasan? And Chamatna, if you want, you can have your second chance. Okay, sir, you can start. You can start.
Okay. Today my topic is water. Water is one basic need of human beings. We need to drink every day for the functioning of our body. And water is needed in other day-to-day activities such as washing clothes, cooking, bathing, agriculture, generate electricity for ritual activities. Water is an inorganic matter. It is tasteless, odorless, and colorless. Water is an important for all forms of life, even it doesn't provide any organic nutrition. But the chemical formula of water is H2O. It shows that one molecule of water is consists of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. The water consists of three states of matter. Water is the liquid state normally. A solid water is called as ice, and the water in gaseous are called as water vapor. Our whole earth is covered by 70.9% by water. But there is only 1.2 drinkable water in whole earth. All the other are oceanic water which consists of sodium. Water helps in many ways to human beings. Water boosts energy. Water helps in weight loss. Water aids in digestion. Water detoxifies. Water hydrates skin. Water helps in regulate body temperature. All living beings need lots of water to carry out its function. A person can only live without water for about 3 days only. So water is an important to all living beings. But these days the water is polluted and wasted by human. The water is polluted by releasing chemical waste from the factories to natural waterways. The pesticides used during agriculture are get added with waterways. People are putting the garbage to the waterways. So the water is being polluted in many ways. So we need to protect our water for our future generation too. Water is a very important thing to our lives. Thank you.
Okay, so the excellent. And next chance goes to Chamatna again because Pasan has not put me any messages. So You can start with the Chamatna, your second chance. You can have it.
Good evening, everyone. As I my second chance, now I'm going to talk about the importance of teachers in our lives. Teachers play a very important role in shaping the future of their students. Right from the kindergarten, university, they are the one of the most impact knowledge and the teachers about everything important. Moreover, they also teach us about the ethical values and the improvement in our moral values. Thus, we can say the teachers the shape our personality into something very strong and wonderful. A world without a teachers would be a definitely chaotic. They are the only few people in our lives who impact our world, and teachers are the definitely one of them. My first topic is the importance of the teachers in our life. They assume the role of an educator and a career for their students. Sometimes they also become our friends and help us with the personal problems. A teacher is the one who will help you become a better person and the informed one. Moreover, they see the potential of their students when no one else can. Teachers also decide the fate of the nation as the youth of is in their hands. When the youth is educated and informed, naturally the future of the country will be in a safe hands. In the fact, the fate of the students is in the hands of their teachers. They push of the students to achieve the great height and become successful. Consequently, they turn out to be a doctors, lawyers, politics, scientists, and more, only with the help of the teachers. My second topic is a teacher's role. While some people think it easy, the role of a teacher is very challenging and equally important. It is their responsibility to impart the correct knowledge and in the right manner. They have to teach them methodically for which they prepare the lessons for a behind. Thus, they are able to motivate their students through the use of accurate techniques. A good teacher gives homework to their students and also check it regularly for a better practice. Further, they plan miraculously for the better teaching pattern. At the beginning of the year, they planned the whole syllabus out for a smooth teaching experiences. In addition to teaching, a teacher is also a good organizer. They have to organize the various activities that take place in a school throughout the year. Further, they, sorry, Further they have to take care of the other little yet important things like seating arrangement, classroom activities, and more. Moreover, they also supervise a lot of tasks and activities in school. For instance, attendance, homework, behavior is also supervised by the teachers. They are responsible for maintaining the disciplines and the decorums of the students. Most importantly, they guide the students every step of the way. They have to make sure they do not favor a suspicious students and give equal attention to all. In fact, the teachers have to decide how they divide the attentions toward the students who need it more than others. Thus, it is fair to say that our teachers are the ones who make this world better place. They make this world a better place and enchant in the students' lives. Moreover, the teachers are the ones who play the role of so many people in the child's life. They are the mentor, a parent, a friend, and the more which makes all the difference in one's life. Thank you for your attention.
Good that. Just excellent. Very nice. Appreciable. So Randi, Senuja, and Pasan, do you need a chance? For Pasan, it's your first chance. If you want to take, you can have it. And Randi and Senuja, if you want, you can have a second chance. Just let me know quickly as soon as possible and take it. Hurry up then. Okay, Pasan, you can have it. You can start. Pasan, you can start.
Today I am talking about soil pollution. Soil is a thin layer made up of organic as well as inorganic materials. They these materials cover the rock surface of Earth. Also, the organic portion, which is derived from the decayed remains of animals and plants, while the inorganic portion is made up of rock. Fremont, this Fremont, this portion was formed over those and uh, this portion was formed over 1,000 years of chemical and physical within of brief product, productive soils are useful for agriculture in order to supply the world with the recovered food. So the uh,
Okay, Pasan, very good. And what about Senucha? Do you need a second chance, or Shamarna, do you need a third chance? If need, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to stop it to the other side. Just let me know, Harya, if any of you need another chance. Okay, then as no one, let's see. I'll give you a moment, Harya. Any of you?
Sir, can I?
Sure, Pudi Chandra, you can have for sure, 100%.
Good evening, everybody. As my third chance, today I'm going to talk about friendship. Sorry. Yes, friendship. Friendship is the one of the treasure that anyone can possess. God gave us the right to choose friends because they will be with us forever. Our parents and siblings are the loving us, they are also our own blood. But a friend is someone who is initially a stranger. Then they can take their place in our lives above all the other relations. Friendship is nothing but true and pure love without experience in the return. My first topic is role of a friend. True friends always support each other even during the hardest of time. A true friend is the one who feels happy for our success. On the other hand, who feels gloomy for our failures. A true friend may criticize also that we may sorry. A true friend may criticize also that we may come to out our weaknesses. He may scold us if we do a mistake and guide the right path. That's why it is been the say that a true friendship is more precious than any other gems in our life. Love from a friend will always be unconditional. They may expect nothing from us, but shower their love always. My second one is the friendship's a divine relationship. Friendship is a divine relationship which is beyond the definitions of our blood relations. It is the only relation that might truly be priceless. We may acquire all the kinds of pleasure by putting our all efforts, but even then the life many remains dull without having some to share our lives with someone's true friends. It is natural that human beings always tend to find the emotional support and the social life. In spite of having everything in our life, we may remain in the vacuum. It happens only when we have no such a good friend to share our small and the small happiness in their life. Friends, friends are always there to listen to us unconditionally. My third topic is there is no second chance for a true friendship. Friendship will provide us with the thousand of fun moments in our life, which may memorize in our old age. But But side by side with the time, this relationship may have the moments of crisis. A misunderstanding may crop, and in this amazing relationship may start the weekend. Always be the first one to save friendships. Good Friday is due to some unfavorable reasons, and distance ever arise with this relation. We must not let our friends go. Hold his or her hand and apologize for any mistake you done. There's nothing more pathetic in anyone's life than the losing a true friend. Friendship is the relations that like a newborn baby. Friendship is always pure and like a bundle of joy which only needs more and more nourishment to grow. Never ignore the true friendships or taking them for granted. We may come across various people at different phases of our lives. Many may pretend to be our friends but never go to the our glitter. In my conclusion, at last, I wish to say that a good friend is a very difficult to come across. Therefore, we should appreciate the divine relationship having the base on understanding and the feelings. We just need a friend to live happily. Lasting, a friendship is the blessing for everyone, and we don't need to pretend to be a someone else when we spend time with our friends. They give us a lot of freedoms to be who to sorry, a lot of freedom to be who were in the reality. We should always be grateful to people who make us happy. A true friendships is the one of the most precious possessions in anyone's life. Thank you.
Okay, Pratik, excellent, very good. And considering others' request, because there are no requests. So I think it's time to stop for today. Does anyone need another chance? Any of you? Just tell me, hurry up. Let me know. No, I think no one is. Okay then. Everyone, bye. See you next day. Have a studious week. Good night. And wish you happy new year. Because I think we won't be meeting again until next year. I mean, like January, we are meeting again. Next week we have no class. So then, bye. Have a studious week and have a
Bless
wish
you.
you. Okay then.